Hi friends, welcome back or welcome if you're new to my channel. I'm Maggie and this is Maggie May Crochet. In this video I'll be showing you how to crochet in the round to create a flat circle. I'm using this stitch to create some placemats and coasters, and for this project I used this yarn, Sugar and Cream, in the color Psychedelic. I'll put a link in the description if you're interested in ordering some of this yarn for yourself. For the demonstration, I'm going to be using a size 5mm crochet hook, and I'll use a size 4 cotton yarn. I'm going to use a solid color for the demonstration so it's easier for you to see. Alright, so to begin the project we need to create a magic circle or a magic ring. If you're not familiar with how to create one, I'll put a link above for a more detailed tutorial. But quickly, the way you'll do it is take your yarn by the tail, hold it between 2 fingers and your thumb, wrap it around your 2 fingers, cross it over to create an X, turn your hand over and hold the yarn down with your ring finger. You'll take your hook, bring it under the first yarn, grabbing the second, bringing it under the first and twisting. Now you'll need to grab the working yarn with your hook, bring it around the loop that was on your hook, and you've created somewhat of a slip knot there, okay? Now you'll make 2 chains. Each row you're going to create 2 chains to start the next row, and in this pattern we will never count these 2 chains. I'm going to create 10 double crochets around our magic circle or our ring here. If you're not familiar with how to create a double crochet, again, I'll link a video above for a more detailed tutorial. Quickly though, to create the double crochet, you're going to wrap your yarn around your hook, bring your hook in through your circle or your ring, yarn over, pulling that yarn through, and you'll have 3 loops. Grab the yarn, pull it through 2 loops, grab the yarn, pull it through the last 2 loops. That's the first double crochet. Again, wrapping the yarn around your hook, bringing your hook down into your loop, grabbing the yarn, pulling it up. You have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. I'm going to continue around to create 10 double crochets. You can pause the video and meet me when you're done. Okay, this is the 10th double crochet. And I'll count with you so that you can see that we're on crochet number 10, or double crochet number 10. We're not counting the 2 chains that we began. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 double crochets. Now, I'll remove my hook so you can see this a little better. We're going to pull the tail of our magic ring or magic circle, and it's going to cinch up our work to bring it together and close this inner circle. Just pull it tightly and then you have a nice tight center. All right, so we need to create a slip stitch into the first double crochet. Again, we're just ignoring these 2 chains that we begin our row with. So put your hook into the top of the first double crochet. Bring your yarn through with a slip stitch, and you're going to chain 2. Remember, we're never counting this chain 2 in this pattern. Now, the idea is to increase each row by the number of stitches that we have in our inner ring. So we started with 10 double crochets, so each row has to increase by 10 double crochets. This row has 10, the next will have 20, 30, 40, 50, and so on. To do that, we have to do what's called an increase, and I'll show you how we'll space out those increases so that we have a nice, even, circular pattern. So for your first double crochet, you're going to place it into the same space that your chain 2 is coming out of. All right, now each chain after, we're going to place 2 double crochets in. What I mean is each of these V's, each space, wherever there's a double crochet in your first row, you're going to place 2 double crochets into that stitch. So the next one, I'm creating 2 double crochets, and I'm going to do that all the way around the circle, and I will have 20 double crochets plus the chain 2 here. So if you want to go ahead and do that and meet me back, I will meet you when you have 20 double crochets created, and we'll join. Okay, so let's count to make sure that we've got the right number of double crochets. Remembering that we're not counting the chain 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Now on the second row here, this can be a little tricky because we're going to be putting just 1 here rather than the 2 to make 20. So go ahead and place that 20th. So rather than 2 increases, we're joining this right here. So we don't count these 2 chains, and we're going to join at the top of the first double crochet and chain 2. Okay, so now we are working on row 3. For row 3, we're going to increase by 10. We have 10, 20. Row 3 will have 30. To do this so that they're spaced evenly, we're going to be doing 1 double crochet and 1 increase. 1 double crochet and 1 increase. The increase pretty much just means we're doing 2 double crochets in that space, but it can be confusing when we're doing double crochets to say double up. Anyway, I'm going to create a little chart to put on the screen for you that you can refer back to help keep this straight. But we'll begin with creating 1 double crochet into the first space. And now we're going to create an increase, meaning 2 double crochets in the next space. The next space we'll do 1 double crochet, and into the next we'll do 2. That is our increase. One double crochet, and into the next we'll go 2. One double crochet, and into the next we'll make 2. We'll continue this all the way around, and I will meet you back when we are ready to join for the next row. Okay, so let's count, make sure we have 30. Again, not counting the chain 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Alrighty, so now we need to join by creating a slip stitch into the top of the first double crochet, pulling it through. We'll chain 2, 1, 2, and we are on row 4. So we're going to create 40 double crochets around our circle. To do this, we're just going to kind of follow the same pattern as we just did. We did 1 double crochet, an increase, 1 double crochet, an increase, 1 double crochet, an increase. Now we're going to do 2 double crochets and an increase. So it'll look like double crochet, increase, or double crochet, double crochet, increase, double crochet, increase, all the way around, and that will give us 40 double crochets. And again, we're just multiplying each row by 10 because that's what our center row was. 10, 20, 30, this row will be 40. Double crochet, double crochet, increase, meaning 2 double crochets in this space. Double crochet, then an increase or 2 double crochets in that space. I'll meet you around and we'll join for the next row. Okay, so I've just come around and completed my 40th double crochet. To join, we're going into the top of the first double crochet that you created, joining with a slip stitch, and for the 5th row, we're just going to continue on. We'll have 50 double crochets in the end. The last row, we did 2 double crochets and an increase. This row, we would do 3 double crochets and an increase. 3 double crochets, increase, 3 double crochets, increase. The following row, you would do 4 double crochets and increase, 4 double crochets and an increase, 5 double crochets and an increase, 5 double crochets and an increase, and you just keep on going until you have the size that you want to create. Let me show you how you would end this project. My neighbor's dog's going a little crazy out there. You're just going to bring your yarn through your last stitch. And pull it tight. And you'll use your darning needle. Okay. Thread your darning needle, and you're going to work your end back through the wrong side of your work. So I'll just turn my work over, put my needle into the back of my work, just underneath here, bring it around this way to kind of help hide that knot when I bring it through the back. And now I'm going to just start sewing it in underneath some stitches back here. Now you can see the way I've pulled it, it's hardly noticeable from the front where I ended my work. So I'm just kind of bringing my needle in around my work. I like to get it down into this first row here. There we go. And sew it in underneath like this. Bring it around quite a ways, just because, you know, if this is going to be used as a coaster or washed, you want to make it so that it's not going to unravel once it's been washed. A good way to secure your work is then to bring your yarn back in the other direction by going over the last stitch that you made and then bringing it back through. And I like to come down a little bit sometimes too. As long as you're staying on the back side, it won't be seen through the front. I like to kind of space it out a little bit and so that it doesn't get too bulky anywhere, but you can't see how I kind of fed this in from here. Now I'm down to here. So I think that's going to be pretty secure. So I'll just trim it, and then I'll do the same for the center. Oh, I cut my tail off, and I might have made it a little too short because it was in the way as I was trying to video. So you'll take your tail, bring it back through. I like to get it back in the center ring where I started, and then just kind of help cinch it again through there. Okay, and tighten it up. Okay, so that's it. This is a flat circle crocheting in the round using a magic ring or magic circle. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like and subscribing to my channel. And don't forget to click the notification bell so that you'll be notified the next time I post another video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.